Ah, fancy meeting you here, princess. Remember me?
Anthony. There's only one person who calls me princess. And that person is Anthony Higgs of the Galactic Federation Army.
Haven't seen you since that last mission. Hey, and your buddy's here too.
Adam Malkovich, a general in the Galactic Federation Army. Not only a trusted confidant, but also my former superior officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army. And then I was young and inexperienced. As the result of a certain incident, I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
What are you doing here?
The first words out of his mouth were typical coming from Adam. To answer his question, I recounted the details of what had brought me to this place, and then I asked what circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
The word he so obviously chose, outsider, pierced my heart.
Commander, we're all prepped. No dice. I think our only option is to use the laser to slowly burn our way through. This is gonna take a while.
The electrical system here is out, and we can't get the barrier wall to open. We tried using explosives, but it's tricky to pull off without collateral damage. What we need is some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
Alright, one more thing really quick before I really get to start talking about this game and everything else is that if y'all think I should probably do it a little differently, just let me know in the comments. But you know, I figured that y'all would really want to hear and listen to the actual story of the game, you know, when these cutscenes do happen and such. So that gives me pretty much plenty of time just to talk, you know, during the gameplay. But if y'all don't mind me talking over the cutscenes and everything, just let me know and I'll do it. But yeah. First person, son. Gotta hit this, make sure I charge it up so that I can activate it. So I can go ahead and get up here. That's right, get into that ball. It's about time. Shit, taking you so long. Shampoo, what you doing? But this game, it has that. I like what Team Ninja did. They really did keep that Metroid feel to it. I mean, everything about it is just so familiar. You know, some people probably don't like it too much because of what they did to Samus. They probably made her seem like she has some type of complex or something like that. That's what I read on a forum somewhere, but I mean, I think it's fun. I think they're just making the character just more alive in a sense, so that, you know, people can kind of, you know, relate to the character. So I mean, I like what they did with it, and so far, I mean, like, I'm really enjoying this game, and I'm enjoying everything that they did with it. But I will say that I think that at certain times, like right there, there should have been some type of context sensitive, you know, things going on, because, you know, usually in different games you would have to walk up to something and you press a button and then that button would activate something. But, you know, in this game you come up to a terminal and you just kind of stand in front of it. It's really, really fucking nitpicky. It's nothing really that important or that different in changing really the game, but it's just something that I'm just really used to in other games. But it in no way is me knocking the game at all. Like I said, the only thing bad about this game that I really ran into, and maybe I'm wrong, but as of what I've played so far, is that there is no lock-on feature. You cannot like lock on to an enemy, a certain enemy, and cycle through them. You know, I wish that was in this game, or and also strafing. There was one time I thought I was strafing, but you know, and then it turned out that I wasn't strafing. So I mean, if you could actually do that, I would. This game would just be just amazing. It already is really good. It's great. I love the style. Voice acting is solid. The graphics are really good. You know, everything is really flowing together with this game. And I just like the way they did the animations with the characters and everything, especially Metroid when she's running and everything. Well, I said Metroid. Samus when she's running is just pretty sweet.
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him. Whoa! Get away from me! Enough!
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility. I didn't know what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative if we were to restore safety. Adam, listen to me. Clearly this facility is in complete disorder. It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone. That's why I've...
You're coming out of the wall! Right, stay calm.
Alright, this is kind of the first boss that you kind of run into and everything. And I wasn't sure what the hell to do, because, I mean, I knew I had to shoot the damn thing. But the thing is that, you know, I was like, okay, I can't lock on to it, so how's that going to do this? And, you know, when I get further into the game, I kind of understand that when you get into that first-person view, you can actually just kind of shake the Wii remote and dodge certain attacks and everything. And I get used to that then, but right now, at the stage that I am at this game, just kind of getting used to it, and not really knowing the controls fully, I didn't really understand that, so I'm kind of just like jumping around, trying to shoot them and everything, running back and forth, just like, just going all commando style and shit. But then I'm like, okay, hold on, this ain't working, my bullets are just bouncing off of this guy, like, okay, something has to give. But, you know, it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep trying, I'm gonna keep shooting this thing. Maybe they know something. Then I'm like, oh, research you. And, you know, I'm trying to figure it out like that. Oh, straight beast.
This ain't good! Nothing's working! Listen Listen up! Freeze guns authorized! Sam, I'm authorizing missile use. Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing. And Sam, you attack the frozen spot.
And there we go. I know what to do now. They told me I attacked the frozen spot. Go for broke. There we go. Aim for the eyes. Aim for the eyes. One hit a quitter. But with the controls of the game, like it's very it's seamless. Like, you know, you'll be running. You'll be playing sideways, you know, like a classic controller holding the Wiimote. But then as soon as you flick your wrist and point the Wiimote at the screen, like you're pointing at it, it instantly goes into first person. So you kind of, as you're playing the game, you kind of get used to that quick motion of playing and then quickly flicking your wrist and then bringing it back, flicking your wrist and bringing it back, you know, depending on the situation that you're in.
Samus, looks like I'm going to need to ask for your cooperation on this mission, but I'm also going to have to ask that you follow my commands. You don't move unless I say so, and you don't fire until I say so. Any objections, lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me? I was known for giving the thumbs down during briefing. I had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around, but he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves because I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders. The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles despite the fact that I clearly had so much yet to learn. Among them was Anthony. In the face of his well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become increasingly bitter. I was a child, always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder. And I was angry. I felt that if I let my guard down, I would easily be broken. And beyond that, I was scared. Even in the naivety of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking manner how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else. Confession time. Because I was so young when I lost both of my parents, there's no question I saw Adam as a father figure. When I rebelled against him, I knew I could get away with it. And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special bond I felt with him.